Get your cats a Krypton cape. Oh my god, you know what? I should totally do that. Yo, speaking of which, I actually have a good news story. Let me find something real quick. Let's see. Dog. Let me do something. Because of Krypto, who's the goodest boy. Okay. Oh my god, disable your ad blocker, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So we have some pretty good news in regards to Superman, actually. So share. So, god damn all these ads. Superman has led to a massive surge in dog adoption interest thanks to Krypto. Not the see, Krypto with the K is good. Krypto with the C is bad. I would know this as someone whose name is spelled with a K. Okay, don't be coming at me. So Krypto may not be a particularly good dog. What are you saying? He's the goodest boy. But the adorable Super Pooch does seem to have a big hit with audiences. There was some backlash when it was revealed that Krypto was going to feature in James Gunn's Superman. Why? He's like essential to like the Superman universe. Hello? Even though the Cape Canine is a mainstay in the comics, a lot of fans felt that including such an outlandish character may be a step towards too cartoonishly silly. And you wonder why I did not like Henry Cavill as Superman. Krypto's antics certainly weren't embraced by everyone, but the dog clearly proved to be a highlight for many moviegoers. Let's see, according to the Wrap, there has been an increase in dog adoption by over 500% following the release of Superman. Google searches after the premiere include adopt dog near me, 513%, rescue dog adoption near me, 163%, adopt a schnauzer, 299%, and then adopt a puppy, 31%. Krypto was a dog, was dog nacked by Lex Luthor. Oh, well, that's spoilers. Okay, after he infiltrated, obviously the dog would get kidnapped. But yeah, we soon rescued towards the end of the movie. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, don't want to spoil too much for you guys. But let me just say, I absolutely he was a CGI dog. I thought it was a real dog. See, this is the thing with comic book fans, especially like within DC, particularly Zack Snyder fans, and that's something that Alex and I will talk about. They think that making these movies should be done quickly, and by me quickly I mean quickly. Like they're like, why? They were like, why is it taking like 3 years to make a Superman movie? Because look what the MCU has given us when it comes to CGI. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's not good at all. Like we've all seen Ant-Man and Quantumania and all that stuff. But James Gunn likes to take his time when it comes to the special effects. They did have a dog that was like a stand-in for Krypto, which was a dog that looked exactly like Krypto. But all the other stuff they added, CGI. Is that normal time frame for making a movie? When it comes to comic book films, Pinkerbell, apparently not so. Like they will be like, "Yo, hurry up! We need to make these films fast." And I'm over here like, be patient because the finishing product is going to be good if you actually do take your time, because that's why a lot of people are suffering from superhero movie fatigue. So there's that. And I understand. But when I found out that James Gunn was going to be in charge of DC, I was like, yes, someone who understands comics. He's the reason why we had the Infinity Stones become such a big deal in the MCU, during the Avengers, phase 4. Yeah, I think that was phase 4. 3, I can't, and also for those who are like, I want more James Gunn, political movies, go watch the emphasis on the Suicide Squad, the one he did in 2021. It didn't do so well because people were still on like freaking out about COVID, but I will say it did well in streaming on HBO Max. Yes, we're calling it HBO Max again. Uh, oh, thanks for the raid, Surfs. Thanks, Lance. So yeah, it's I want Hassan to watch it because it deals with like cooing in South America, U.S. government, hiding Nazi experiments, you know, in South America, endorsing coups and stuff like that. Like it's the Suicide Squad makes more sense than Suicide Squad, if that makes any sense to you guys. I'm excited for I hope the God Margot Robbie returns as Harley Quinn. If not, I'm gonna pay James Gunn a visit and be like, what the hell, dude? She's like one of the best things that came out of Snyder's, universe. Yes, we did hide Nazis in America too. So, hey guys, remember when Biden was going to remove medical debt from our credit scores? Remember that? Remember that was a policy he was going to be implementing? Well, a Trump judge was like, nah, that's not cool. We ain't doing that. I know. Yeah, for like 1 week, exactly. So, federal judge reversed rule that would have removed medical debt from credit reports. Yeah. So, a federal judge in Texas removed a Biden era finalized rule by the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau that would have removed medical debt from credit reports. My credit score would probably go up by 50 points because medical debt should not even be considered a thing. I feel like medical debt should be the one debt that you don't have to pay back and should not be a dent on your credit report. But also, too, credit scores are made up. Money's made up. Everything's made up. Everything's fake. U.S. District Court Judge Sean Jordan of Texas Eastern District, of course it has to be Texas, who was appointed by Trump, found on Friday that the rule exceeded the CFPB's authority. I repeat, that the rule exceeded the CFPB's authority. Jordan said that the CFPB is not permitted to remove medical debt from credit reports according to the Fair Credit Reporting Act, which protects information collected by consumer reporting agencies. Well, I got Aura, so I'm getting all my shit removed from the internet now. Removing medical debts from consumer credit reports was expected to increase the credit score of millions of families by an average of 20 points, the Bureau said. The CFPB states that its research has shown outstanding healthcare claims to be a poor predictor of an individual's ability to repay a loan. Hi, how are you? Yet they are often used to deny mortgage applications. Yeah, you can't afford a $700 or $800 a month mortgage, but you can get like rent a place out for like $1,200. Make it make sense, okay? That's kind of the situation we're in. The three national credit reporting agencies, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, announced last year that they would remove medical collections under $500 from U.S. consumer credit reports. The CFPB's rule was projected to ban all outstanding medical bills from appearing on credit reports and prohibit lenders from using the information. Okay, you know what, AP? I can't donate now. The CFPB estimated the rule would have removed $49 million in medical debt from the credit report of 15 million Americans. According to the agency, 1 in 5 Americans have at least one medical debt collection account on their credit report. And over half of the collection entries on credit reports are for medical debt. The problem disproportionately affects people of color. The CFPB has found that 20% of Black people and 22% Latino people in the U.S. carry medical debt versus 17% of white folks. Well, I'm definitely in that 17%. Let me tell you guys something. I go to a rural hospital now. Go Clyburn, is that their name? Or Jim Clyburn, because that's the only thing I can afford. They do payment plans. They do like credit. They do discount programs where they absolutely do not check any of your information to verify it. Thank God. They're like they're which is kind of crazy. They're like, we don't really do just sign and say how much money you make and you'll be fine. And I'm like, okay. The CFPB was established by Congress after the 2008 financial crisis to monitor credit card companies, mortgage providers, debt collectors, and other segments of the consumer finance industry. Earlier this year, the Trump administration requested that the agency halt nearly all its operations, effectively shutting it down. Yay! Again, a lot of people are like, why is he doing this? Because he's a hater. He's drinking, he's the original, haterade drinker, Like it sucks. It really, really, really does suck. I just can't like doing these little things that could actually help working class people, and yet they're not actually helping them. Like, it's like, who does this hurt when you actually remove medical debt from someone's credit score? Like, I don't, why is this girl's getting on my nerves? I just don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't like it. It drives me nuts.
Watch this